but we're going to, hopefully give you some tools which are going to be of use to you today. And if you don't resonate with every single one, that's okay. If you resonate with one of them, hey, you have something extra that you took away today. So do have fun. If we laugh, we promise we are laughing with you, not at you. There are no mistakes today.
That's true.
Everything is fair.
We love to say anything goes, we mean it.
That's right. So, so introduction of participants. So how about let's go around and how about say your name, the types of art you do, and this could be everything from something you're really good at to something that you dabble in, and then the type of art that you would do if you knew more about it. So if you were dreaming, what type of art would you take on? So, do you want to start us off?
Sure. Spike Wilson with the Kokomo. Moving to 80. I do a lot of poetry, dabble in playwriting, which I'm getting more and more into, so that's what I'm doing today.
Awesome. That's what we love. Last year I wanted someone to do a dialogue or a monologue or something. We didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yay!
Joe Taylor from North Carolina, I think was where he said everything else.
What kind of artwork would you want to do if you knew more about it?
I would be a musician if I had any talent in that area, which I don't, so I have to suffice with putting words on paper and throwing a little paint on some piece of cardboard or something.
There you go. Okay.
Hey, Judy Smith. Well, I dabble in a lot of things. I love to do art, particularly drawing and oil painting. I also do music. I play the piano and I sing in several choral groups. I also have in the past written short stories and poetry, and but the art that I'm really curious about and I've always loved to do would be pottery on the wheel.
Ooh, you're kind of a Renaissance woman there.
Yeah. Well, you kind of grow up and I left out the dancing thing. I've danced all my life.
Oh.
Too, so
Wow.
I was hoping
We
I
didn't
could
have
put
an
something-
interpretive dancer last year. Yeah.
Try to put something together.
That would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be great.
But don't count on it.
Hey, whatever you want to do.
No, we'll see.
I love, you can sing a song. That would be great too.
You could leave the dance after it's all said and done.
Maybe we'll just have you dance along to other people's stuff. In the moment.
Now, do you want to tell us about what you brought with you?
Well, actually, I just brought just some small paintings that, because I know that as people are on a tour, they're not going to buy a huge stuff. But these are priced at $100 each for anybody if we get a tour group coming through. If they ask, I left my sign over at the Birdie Gallery that gave my name and the price. So, but anyway, those are just a variety of things. I paint a lot of things, including abstract, and my birds are over there at the sanctuary or the gallery today. So, but I do a variety of things, mostly because I like to be in a lot of shows, and so
Sure.
that way you can kind of fit into no matter what the show theme is, you can fit in somehow.
And do you sing solo ever?
Very rarely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll sing with 2 or 3 sopranos together.
Okay.
Mostly because I'm a little short
Okay,
about that. That's a pretty heavy duty thing.
So if I write a piece, I should write it for a trio at least. If I
Exactly.
okay.
You bring them.
Great.
Well, I am Deborah Peterson, and I'm a lover of words. I've written in a number of genres, but I feel more in love with poetry. Mostly, recently, my poems have been influenced by Rumi and Basho, so it's the sacred brevity. And the art form that I dabble in, and I've got set ready to go, and I really want to be great at it, but I don't give myself enough time because I'm teaching myself cello. And so my daughters now have given me the moniker Yo-Yo Mama.
Oh,
So
someday you'll have a concert
Yeah.
here featuring Yo-Yo Mama.
So playing a musical instrument, I mean, I played at them, but I've never mastered one.
You will.
I will.
You will.
I will.
My goodness. Well, you guys have heard about all my art and writing and stuff, so I'll say the one kind of art that I would like to do if I could would probably be music, because I have no talent in the music world. I have no rhythm and I have no understanding of music. So that's something I would work on.
But you're learning.
I'm learning the Irish drum, the Celtic drum. And I do that just for myself, because God knows nobody else wants to hear me bang on the drum. But most of my whole life I've been, you know, when you're clapping at an event in rhythm to the song, I'm offbeat. I clap on the offbeat. I've done everything with the offbeat. I'm so offbeat. So I guess, but taking the drum lessons, my drum teacher actually taught me how to find the right rhythm, and I can do it now. And if I really concentrate, go against every instinct, you know. So that's kind of fun. So you can learn something you never thought you could.
My name is Rocky Caviness. I'm Alys's mother.
Yes,
And I've been around artists a lot because
You're
Alys is
an
an
artist.
artist and she's an artist. And I also love words. I love poetry, and I've written, you know, short stories and poems myself. And I think all kinds of art. I can't think of any I don't. But I dabble in primitive children's type drawings, and they're fun, but you know, there's not a lot of, they're harder to do than you would think.
Simplify, yeah. Simplify your design. I should say, I gotta rat her out a little bit. In my house are three paintings of hers that are in oil, that are absolutely fabulous.
It was a long time ago, I did do oil paints.
And they're still life kind of
Yeah.
gorgeous things. I can't paint like that.
Once I
got
got
the eye.
married and had been, I just didn't do any art. I just did just homemaker stuff. But I've always loved, and my father painted in oils, he's an artist, so I've been around it a lot and I really appreciate it. But I do love writing and poetry. I love to read, so that's what I do.
Is there any kind of art that if you knew more about it or could look into it, you'd like to do?
Oh gosh, I would love to do oils. I think they're.
You do not. She's like,
Well, I mean, if somebody said, well, just buy all the supplies and just get going, I probably would, but it's very hard to just say, well, I'm just gonna do that. But, I think it's a medium that's wonderful to work at. I really like it.
I can't work in oils because of my lung disease, so I only use acrylics.
I'm not sure that any of the, mediums of art are healthy.
Maybe physically,
Yeah, I meant that. I mean, if you really immerse yourself and just use all the, whether they're acrylics or oils, I think they're very hard on you. But otherwise, I guess you should do that.
Pen and paper for the writing.
Yeah, that's
good.
so I find it's easier. There's no problem in writing a poem or a story because you can do it easily with
It's no tools.
very little supplies, but I do enjoy that. I enjoy all the arts, and I would love. Gosh, that was.
That'd be great.
I don't play any musical
I think the
instruments.
cello is her favorite musical
It
instrument.
always
so
has been.
When you have your concert here,
Yeah.
we'll be bringing my mother.
The other day, I told Alys I was giving myself singing lessons, and she looked at me like I was insane. But I had.
Well, how do you do that, you know?
I had gotten a lot of lyrics of songs that I remembered from the 50s that I liked, and I wrote those all down. And so sometimes I just sing them and try to see if I can do each one better or not. And so I consider that
That's
singing.
good for your
lesson.
breathing too.
There we go.
so, yeah.
But I can't, musically, I'm just terrible. But it's fun, and I do that. It's kind of insane, but I keep thinking if I just keep doing this, I'll be able to sing one of them, okay? So I'm very, impressed with all the things
She could be in the concert.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. And you've already heard about me, but I think the type of art that I would do more of is we went on a date to Kokomo Opalescent Glass. Are you familiar with that place?
Yes.
And then I went back, I liked it so much. It's the oldest sheet glass company in the US from the 1880s.
Really?
but they're doing a lot of like classes now, and so I did a bead making class later on with one of my friends. I'm like, okay, I know how to make beads sort of, and so maybe I'm really ambitious. So
Yeah.
see some beads when it comes
Yeah,
to
beads now.
So
We have at the Hamilton County Artists Association, we just juried in a glass artist.
that's great.
And he makes fusion kind of, he told me the name of the process, I can't remember it, but he makes pendants, bracelets, and he makes these discs that, you know, he puts in a stand, that if you have that in front of a window, it's,
Oh,
I've taken a fused class, I've taken classes in that.
it's amazing. I own some of his
Oh,
pieces
that's
because I couldn't help myself. But look for him, Brad Mickle,
Okay.
on
Okay.
Facebook, and he's fabulous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and, I'll let you know, he's gonna do a demo at HCAA, and I'll let you know when that's gonna be, because you might want to.
That'd be great.
Okay, onward to.
Oh, sure. One reason I had to say not only what we do, but what we would like to do is so if you want to show us, you know, the craft that you have honed, by all means. But if you want to, like me doing this last year, for me that was stretching myself. I knew this was a
Out of
safe
the
place to
box.
do that. Yeah. So if any of you want to pursue that. So now we're going to talk about books. What we classic. Do you still have the list of questions? If not, I have an extra copy.
Friends, so you know, the noises I make, I have Tourette syndrome. It'll calm down after, once I get concentrated, just so you
We're
guys
fine with that.
Okay.
Don't even worry. Yeah. Which questions were you looking at?
Oh, sorry. They're just these.
Are they the ones that are on?
Yes, like
Yeah,
everyone
okay.
answers. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Then I'll just write down the answers over here.
Alright. Mom, you wanna go first this time? Since
What are we
went-
doing?
Tell your favorite book and why you like it,
The favorite book up on this.
of your life.
Oh.
Look, did you see the panic on her face? That's terrible. How mean
That's
of me.
hard.
It is hard.
No, it's too hard.
Don't even ask me, list 100.
I have a lot of books I like, but that, you gotta give me a minute. Should be easy, but
I would probably be able to list 5 for you immediately. Taylor, Genji, I never know how to say that. Love the Taylor and Genji.
I love that. That was it just opened up a world to me. I had no idea. I don't know if you read it, but.
Stick with that one, why not?
I mean, it's written by Lady Murasaki, and it's considered the first real novel ever written. It's Japanese. And when I read that, I just thought, this is so amazing. Somebody wrote this so long ago. I mean, more than 1,000 years ago. And the incredible thing about it was that it told the life of court people. So you got an idea of what that was like in Japan as opposed to, let's say, European kings and things. And they were loyal, but the things that were happening were so current, so
Yeah.
contemporary. You know, how they felt about things and their
Timelessness.
intrigues and their jealousies and their romances, and I loved the way they lived because it was so simplified, their furniture and everything. And I also loved because they told about how they clean. I don't mean the royals clean, but the other people did. They just look at a room and then they take it apart and they wash it down and they put it together. And I just thought, how wonderful is that? And they had very, nothing cluttered, but everything was very beautiful. You know, like you're talking about glass, they have a beautiful flower somewhere, and hardly any furnishings. And I just thought it just opened up an incredible life. It was just really miraculous.
Different culture too.
Oh, but what was so interesting is the culture was so vastly different, but the human aspect was so much the same. And now I have to think about others, I have so many, but I just thought that was a kind of life-altering book.
I think what you said about the human aspect being so across the board, that's another question, what makes a book timeless? That's
Right.
going to be one of the answers, for sure.
It's,
Yeah.
and if somebody had just said, well, you can go back over 1,000 years and find some details of people's lives, and you'll be surprised how they connect with yours or anyone you know, and I always said, oh, that's silly, but it's not, it's really good.
Okay, well, mine's real easy. For my lifetime, and I mean, I love thousands of books. I couldn't tell you all the books I love. But this is probably the first book I loved like nothing else in this world. My first love was probably Dr. Seuss, but but as far as like really reading and thinking and going into the book and analyzing and wanting to be a literature major and a writer and all that stuff, this was the book. Easy choice for me since my name is Alice. It's spelled differently, but I actually tell people it's pronounced like Wonderland. I don't even
Well,
use
you
that.
have to. 'Cause
I just say it's like Wonderland, and they know what I mean. That's classic. A classic is a classic when everybody knows the reference and you don't have to spell it out. So okay, onward.
Okay, well, I have to include that, that's gotta be there. And when I was very young and my friends were reading Archie comics, I was usually in the closet memorizing Shakespearean sonnets.
Yeah,
Because
yes.
there was
yes.
this, I was just
Lyricism,
enamored
yeah.
with how there was such a tight cadence and
Yeah.
how he could do
Get so
that.
much is 2 lines.
And it
or
was
in-
easier to remember
Yeah.
because of the iambic
Yeah.
pentameter and stuff, but, so he allowed me this life.
Yeah.
I have to credit him for
Yeah.
that. But I would have to say, add to that too, that my human muse now, would be Natalie Goldberg. And I own everything that she's ever written. She was the guest speaker at the National Poetry Convention in June, and I had to miss that, unfortunately.
Oh,
She is a Zen Buddhist as well as a poet, author, and has a language that I can understand, and she can eat it out of you. Without you knowing, you got a poem spill out on the table.
no. Where'd that come from? Awesome.
So,
Judy?
Well, we're gonna pass me, because I haven't had a chance to think, because I'm on this.
Okay.
Come back.
Joe?
I'll say the book I've read more than any other book, and I love, is called Oral History by Lee Smith. She's a North Carolina writer, and I love that book because it's so dialectical, if that's a word, that the main character speaks in the dialect, and Lee Smith is so good at it, you fall right into it. And then as the book goes on, the character kind of begins to leave the dialect behind, and all of a sudden you think, I really miss that. And I mean, it's a great plot, and there are other great characters, and it's a great book.
And reading in dialect can be challenging. I remember when I first was studying literature, and we were studying some Mark Twain, and so many people in the class could not
And-
read it.
But my favorite book to teach in high school was Public.
Yeah, when you love a dialect. So,
What's
yeah.
the name of the book?
Oral history.
Words.
You're at work, you're up.
I don't want to terrify everyone to say this folks are a booster.
Ooh,
That's definitely
but that's a
up
good
there.
one, yeah.
Well, I love the ones that are absolutely world shifting. But I've also found that they can be, some books can be world shifting in a much quieter way. So I would have to land on Little Women.
Little Women, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've been working on an adaptation.
And it's so
for
interesting to me
years.
that those two, thus spoke
Yeah.
Zarathustra, I can't even say that, and Little Women, which as a child, I mean, Little Women was,
I recently reread Little Women, and I had read it so much when I was growing up. And I think it's better when you're grown up. I mean,
it
I
is,
really
it is.
do.
It has a
Yeah.
lot more in it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it might be.
You see the perspectives. And I, was lucky enough that my parents ended up buying me the 2
Oh,
sequels. So
yeah.
I had the full story and wanted it to keep going forever, so, yeah.
Well, I think I think one thing that marks a classic is that you can return to it
Yes.
and you find something that is entirely new. Right now, in working on the adaptation, we're really focused on Joe's process as a writer, how that is really birthed out of her inner chaos.
Yes,
And it takes something incredibly tragic in her life to bring Orange